is general and not personalised advice. We are not liable for any losses. We provide information and systems, but we do not
Launch
endorse
of Boomerang
any purchases of
2.0.
Your
A
decisions
momentous
are
moment.
yours alone, so we advise conducting
Just get
thorough
yourselves
research.
organised here.
If uncertain, seek guidance from a qualified professional. Attendees accept these terms by continuing to view this presentation. Let's explore affiliate marketing cautiously and curiously.
Curiously. Oh my goodness. I'll just type
Legal disclaimer.
Here we go.
You are viewing an Affiliate Marketing 3.0 official presentation. All products and services, their component parts and operating methods and systems, either provided by or created by Affiliate Marketing 3.0, belong solely to Affiliate Marketing 3.0.
That means I'm not allowed to do
All
what I'm doing.
IPs are protected.
Oh no!
Anyone copying, distributing, or reselling any Affiliate Marketing 3.0 product without express permission risks serious legal consequences.
Oh, seriously.
Any unauthorized broadcasting, live streaming, or social media sharing of Affiliate Marketing 3.0 presentations is strictly prohibited.
Okay.
Downloading and re-uploading presentations without permission violates copyright law and may also lead to legal consequences.
Okay. Got that, guys? That's trash shit.
Hello everybody, welcome, and we believe the entire global community is here. So good afternoon, good morning, depending on which
part of the community.
World you are joining from. My name is Krushat and I'm from India, and I'm honored and privileged to welcome you all.
Maxed out meeting.
Before we dive in, I quickly acknowledge the top leadership, especially the not one. Lucky, we welcome you on this panel.
Oh, great. Lucky's here. It must be important.
We have the first only Bitcoin rank achiever, the Financial Freedom Team. I welcome all the leaders from the Financial Freedom Team. Then along with that, I also welcome all the new guests over here, the existing community members, other rank leaders, and everybody. Welcome to this call.
Thank you very much.
This call is a very special call because tonight we in a way have a special screening of a very brand new product. And we have a history attached to that product, and for that reason this call becomes very, very important for everybody.
Very important.
All the existing members who were a part of Boomerang 1.0, this call is very important to you. It said the first step towards getting somewhere is to decide very brand new product. We are not going to stay where we are. So for that reason, this night will help you take that decision, not to stay where you are and to move forward with a new product, with a brand new technology.
Yeah. Forget about all the money you've lost in the last one.
Keynote speaker tonight is going to be unraveling. So that being said, there is somebody who is one of the best person who can take charge of this presentation of this esteemed night.
Maybe it's
He is our esteemed CEO. He is the creator of our amazing techs, the products, the technology that we are delivering, and he is none other than Shavez. Shavez, welcome on board, and the floor is yours. Thank you so much for everything that you are delivering, and thank you so much for taking this very important call to the entire global community.
Well,
welcome, Shavez, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Jit. Welcome to UK Prime Time. I believe everybody is doing good. Well, yes, I have a new background. You can see today we are going to introduce something really, really incredible. But before we do that, there are a lot of things which we need to talk about.
Okay.
So today's update is with a document that's name is Boomerang, the Toxic Relationship. And today's Zoom is going to be really, really interesting.
Did they explain how come everyone lost their money the first time?
Define and redefine why I'm calling it toxic relationship, because we went through all the stuff together and we evolved also. But you guys were not part of the evolution of what we did because I was silent. Last 5 months, I did not say a word about what we are doing. So today is the day when I'm going to make you all aware about what we were doing while I was
what
silent.
they were doing in the back room,
The whole market was silent indeed. After I stopped talking about what we are doing in Boomerang, all the projects that were similar, those were copying, trying to imitate, trying to get inspired from our
and
tech,
all of them failed
they
as well.
also stopped talking.
Okay.
So being flag bearers, being torch bearers in this industry to bring revolution into blockchain and crypto with AI, revolutionizing crypto trading, we are again here with a breakthrough.
Oh my God, you didn't do it last time.
And
So how can you claim you did it the
as
first time?
all our presenters, especially Trashit, have been saying the history is going to repeat itself
Trash
because
shit.
the
What a
kind of
name.
products, the kind of innovative technology we are bringing as a contribution to this industry is not only going to give you guys a special advantage or a way or opportunity to make money, but also
Make
we are
money.
revolutionizing this whole industry, bringing a new narrative, bringing something innovative, one of a kind, first time. So all our products are like that. We
Yeah.
brought Dodo, first DeFi index trading platform. Then we launched Liquid Pay, one of a kind of card. Every other competitor that is there in the market that allows you to spend crypto with their card, with Visa or MasterCard, they run on the custodian wallets, or they keep the custody of your wallets. But
Mm.
we at Liquid Pay, we have revolutionized payments industry by providing custody to you.
Wow.
You hold your keys, it's your crypto, your keys.
Okay.
On that principles, we started building rest of all the products. So every product has innovation. Every product
I'm
comes with
live on the
something
internet. There I am there.
special, one of a kind, first time in the industry. Before I
But it's the launch of
start
Boomerang 2.
the toxic relationship part, I
So
would like to give
exciting.
updates first because those are very important and part of Wednesday call, like every week. So for this week, as I promised last week, after the update on Liquid Pay, that we will have another update that will bring the self-custodian wallets, and the ownership of the wallet is going to be transferred to you as a custodian, and you will have the full control of your crypto.
No,
The update is here. We have tested it
you've not been
finally. I'm
fed.
going to share my screen and show you guys how to see it and how you understand that it is a self-custodian wallet and how do you withdraw your crypto. So withdrawal functionality is also coming.
Oh,
So the biggest
coming. It's
feature,
coming, so
the
you can't get
biggest
your crypto once again.
or
Nothing
the
changes.
most advanced feature of Liquid Pay is going live this week.
Oh, it's going to happen
It is
again.
very important. Also, one announcement till I share my screen.
Okay. Share
The
your screen.
users who brought the card, who purchased the card at the time of, firstly, I would like to request everyone who is trying to join the Zoom, they please go to YouTube link. I know it's full. So please refer YouTube link and go.
Hey, I'm in
and
here.
Okay. Can you guys share YouTube link in the chat?
The
Okay.
link already has been shared.
Okay.
Nidhi, please share it again.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sharing my phone screen. One by
Yeah.
one, we'll go through the update. An update for, especially for the people who brought the card in the pre-sales period.
Okay. Share the link, everyone.
I hope you guys can see my screen. This is my Liquid Pay wallet. So now 2FA is also enabled. You need to have 2FA in the app so that you get the ownership, the transfer of ownership of the wallet. So there is a new feature on the account, that is my wallet, and it gives you information about your wallet, and it also gives you option to reveal your secret. This is your signing
Well,
wallet,
show us your
or you
secret.
can
What?
say owner wallet,
Show us your
with
secret.
which you can approve your own withdrawals. So two wallets. One wallet is the deposit wallet, where you deposit funds. In this case, it is a test app, so only testnet is working. But in your case, it is Polygon wallet, that is the deposit wallet. This is the smart contract address. This is a smart wallet for every user. So every user's smart contract is controlled by their signing wallet, that is the owner wallet. And this ownership has been transferred to me.
Oh,
You have to request your ownership transfer, and we will transfer the ownership, and you can reveal the secret key even of your wallet and export it outside. So your keys, your crypto concept is now delivered on Liquid Pay app.
oh, we're saved.
So before this
But no
update,
one can get
most
money
importantly for the users
out.
who have
You
purchased
can
the
only
cards
look at it
during
in the fake wallet.
pre-sales, please go ahead and activate your cards using the coupon codes we have. You have got. So I'm leaving from my phone. There is one more space in the Zoom. Someone can join. Okay. So for pre-sales buyers, please go ahead and activate your cards before the next update. We will push the next update, hopefully tomorrow.
So they've been doing
And
this for
4
6
5
months
days, I
and they're
think
still releasing
update will
updates.
be live in
You
the
think they'd have
stores.
something
So
to
you guys
actually
have
launch on a
4
launch
5
day, wouldn't
days
you? Is that what
to
we're hearing?
activate your card. Keep your card ready so that when we transfer the ownership, your ownership is transferred on time and you receive the cash back. That is on buying of the card. Let's say you have bought a platinum card of $1,000, you will get $100 in your wallet to spend. That was the offer in pre-sales and I need to deliver it. So please cooperate, update the app on next update. Before the update, make sure you have your card active. If you would not have your card active, the pre-sales users will not have the card active before the update, then you will not receive the cash back on buying the card that was given at the pre-sale stage. I believe it is clear. Okay, now let's start and let's ride into the elephant into the room and let's go on and understand what we went through
Oh,
and
here we go.
how strong we have come out of this
Disaster?
arbitrage dream that we were running of Boomerang.
Right.
Last almost 5 months, I did not say anything what is coming, when it
I
is
wish you
coming,
keep your mouth shut,
how it
though.
is coming, what we are building, how we are building. But definitely we were working. We were working tirelessly in the background. Okay, so Boomerang 1.0, what was that? The ultimate crypto arbitrage dream. Product was to fetch arbitrage on DEXs, find discrepancies in the prices, and generate profit, pay with uh, pay for the trade with flash loan, and keep the profit in your wallet.
Okay. What do you
It
got for
was
us this
indeed the
time, then?
magical land where free money existed until you actually try to take it. We got some reality checks while building beta and then MVP. Yes, the price discrepancies were existing, but you are not fast enough to capture because before MEV bot of DEXs, which extracts even every last drop of value from your trade. And we can find out everything that I'm talking about our journey on an AI. We can search. I have written prompts also with every explanation that I'm going to give here. And I'm going to pass this document to you guys so that you can also do some research. So if I will ask the AI, what is the availability of crypto arbitrage on DEXs, AI will give me, after thinking, same
Thinking.
results. There is opportunities, there are dynamic availability, there are tools which can help, there is cross-chain opportunities. And we did the same. So our expectation was to find an arbitrage opportunity. We found the arbitrage opportunity.
Did you now?
Reality was network fees, slippage, sandwich attacks.
Here we go.
They laughed
Sandwich
at us.
attacks, and you want to have
But
a head
it's
off?
okay. We did not give up. From here, if you guys remember, if I go on Telegram and open the Boomerang official channel, today I'm going to take you guys back to the dates where it started and how
What
it
a disaster it
started
was.
so that it is very clear to you and you cover the all-time journey with me where we understand what we did, how we did, and where we are moving forward. So if we see on our first update on 8th of January 2024 from Boomerang, we had few of the additions. DAB mobile version came, and then the first update was the beta version migration. And after the migration, we were posting insights. Then we went on the first maintenance where we tried to optimize the scripts, the algos, in order to find arbitrage, in order to outperform the bots which were
Oh,
finding the
speak loud.
arbitrage
Everyone's going to believe you.
opportunities faster than us. And in this process, we discovered many solutions that can be provided. We integrated Infura, Alchemy to provide more and more uh, standard, faster insights through which we could fetch these opportunities faster. We were trying to get into mempools. We reduced all the dependencies that were coming in our way while developing Boomerang. There were transaction failures. Then there were sometimes, if you guys remember, I hope everybody remembers, sometimes we had failed transactions and the gas fee was also deducted.
I remember people being able
I
to
believe
withdraw
it feels nostalgic, and
$1,800
we
when
were
doing a $2
really emotionally
transaction.
attached with this product. And that's why I'm bringing this to the community for good closure. Okay.
Okay.
So then we moved on and studied, or we were kind of doing R&D over the dependencies which were there while building the product. This is the January story. While we were building the MVP version from beta.
What about when we fully
So there were
exposed it wasn't
majorly
doing
three
real arbitrage
dependencies
trading? You
on
forgot about
Boomerang.
that, Chavez?
That was flash loan liquidity, which was there abundant. You guys knew it. You guys seen Aave, and you guys visited Aave website.
Don't forget, tell them about how you crashed the Polygon network that can do 64,000 transactions a
the
second
Aave
because you did
website?
300 a minute.
Aave V3.
Oh,
This is the documentation.
what's he been searching for? Aave liquidation heat map.
Oh, they changed.
Aave.
So
So
if
Aave
you
is just
see
a flash loan
Aave's
provider. As
liquidity,
long as you've got a smart contract and they get the money back in a split
there
second,
is abundant.
it doesn't mean that it's
192 billion of volume
a real
last 30
thing,
days.
but it
There
doesn't mean
was
their thing's real.
abundant amount of liquidity in the flash loans. This side we were sorted. Then we had to focus on arbitrage opportunities. We built the AI trading bot. We built the algos, which were controlled by the bots, because sometimes our algos brought opportunities and you could not act on them and they vanished.
Oh, they vanished.
That's why, if you guys remember, also many products came in the market in this duration. They copied even our
yes, like
scripts from our UI.
there was a lot of them.
They were able
They
to
also
show
weren't doing
our
real
market
arbitrage trading.
opportunities, our found arbitrage opportunities in their tool and trying to execute the trades. So there were gaps, but yes, there were market opportunities. The third and the most important dependency was the liquidity on the DEX.
The DEX.
And there is a big illusion of depth.
Oh, big illusion.
Until you actually try to execute a trade, then suddenly your slippage turns into a 5% donation to the market. And that's where you guys experienced failed trades, if you remember.
No, I don't. It was because you emptied the
I have
wallets
also
and there was no
prepared a prompt
liquidity. And
for
when we
this.
topped up the
So
wallets,
if we
it started
go
working again, which proved you were
and
lying, Shavez.
copy this prompt and ask Gemini or ask any AI, we'll be able to see, we'll be able to get the results that yes, market conditions, tech infrastructure, external influences, economic factors. So there are various number of factors.
True.
And liquidity is one of them. Then we studied deeply into the challenges, the DEX liquidity more unstable, and then when we took a close look to pool, when you jumping, you are scraping the bottom. One exchange liquidity is 5 million, other exchange $10. And that's where the execution started to hamper. At the execution side, it was the milliseconds of time that mattered. The race
Milliseconds.
mattered. Front running advantage mattered.
Okay.
Because our AI was able to fetch the opportunities firsthand,
Oh.
even before the bots. And unless you have a custom built
you can't make this
low
shit up.
latency gas optimized bots, you are just feeding the front runners.
Yeah.
We were not feeding the
There
front
was
runners.
nothing to feed because this wasn't real.
So I have
Shavez. You
also
forget.
created a prompt for this. You
Got a
can go to
small
an
memory
AI,
syndrome, isn't he?
copy this, and ask
Should we bring up Shavez
what
and see if
AI
he takes his
says
phone call away?
on the arbitrage
See
opportunities.
if Shavez
What are
wants
the
to take his phone
challenges
number.
at the
Because you
DEX
can ring him,
level?
remember?
So if we ask the
Where's
AI,
Shavez's phone number when you want him?
it is going to think and bring
Think
all the key
Shavez.
challenges and then bring us a conclusion that high
Shavez. There he is.
unpredictable gas fee,
Let's give him a ring.
slippage, DEX API. They were,
See
if
if
you
his
guys
phone
remember,
works.
we were able to apply Infura and more aggregators, I believe that time, Alchemy for fetching right data,
Alchemy.
fragmented liquidity. So a lot of risk of failed transactions. And if you guys remember, at certain time, you guys saw the opportunities, but you were not able to execute them.
So do you need to buy new licenses again,
You know,
Shavez?
at that moment, you manually went
He
and
won't
typed
answer
the
his phone.
token name and
that.
selected the amount and clicked on execute the trade. That moment, opportunity was gone.
Oh, Susie, didn't see
So
you
the
there.
manual process was also making it
Good
slow.
morning, Emerald.
Then we
Good
automated
morning,
that
Susie.
process. We did automated transactions for you. At the same time, people did one transaction a day. Then we
No, I
introduced
couldn't
two
stay away.
transactions a day. Some people were doing 100 transactions a day.
It's good to have a
And
recap of
everything was
lies
automated.
and excuses.
So we passed
The
the
memberships probably
challenges
don't
as
last
well.
15 months. So
But
they'll all have to
the
buy new
main,
licenses
the
again.
root cause
But then they all
was
got
something
refunded,
else.
didn't they? So you should be able to
So by
switch
the
that
time
back
we
into the new
confirmed the
license.
trade, it was already gone. The network fees, they took their cut. So we introduced the ultimate protection against gas fee also by auto trading. But the biggest bottleneck, the biggest challenge was liquidity diversification, which we could not solve. Even so for this, we had to create maybe 2-3 decentralized exchanges, put billions of dollars of money, and then see how it works and solve liquidity issue. So this was something that was never in our hand. So we understood and started to analyze what is the liquidity diversification. This was the process of MVP while we were getting delayed. There is so much liquidity in the DeFi, but yes, it is scattered around 200 different decentralized exchanges and 1,000 liquidity pools. None of them which are deep enough when you need them. Like I told you, one DEX, there is a pool liquidity of $10, other pool, it's liquidity of $5 million. Arbitrage is not just buying low and selling high. It is also fighting the bots, miners, gas fee, slippage, failed transaction,
The Avengers.
network congestion, everything. And the reality was, unless you have insane execution speed, private mempools of our own, and MEV protection against the bots, you are just a yield generator for front runners and validators. This is what aggregators, DEXs, they do. This is their own yield generators. And that's how they feed on them. So this is a completely new business model. And then it was gone. At this point, I announced
15 months. I see what you're saying, Susie. 15 months you've been
we
supporting my
cannot,
YouTube channel.
At this time,
Thank you
build
very
or
much,
deliver
Susie.
an MVP, take your refund.
There's definitely room for improvement.
Until this journey, you guys were aware about everything that is going on. After this, I chose to stay silent and work
You did
silently.
not. You're on Bloomberg.
And
Been
nobody
exposed.
wants to talk about their toxic relationships, right? So I also did not.
Okay.
But we started the Beyond Dex Arbitrage, challenge, or you can say, we as a tech team, we were not in pressure of community, but the tech team was in huge pressure by me. Of course, I was sitting on their head every day. So our Beyond Dex Arbitrage, the sex experiment or
failed.
That was also a failure, but we learned few lessons. We thought centralized exchanges might be our redemption arc, and more liquidity, faster execution, no MEV bots, but it was a different kind of nightmare. If you guys remember, I was also talking about centralized exchange arbitrage even in March.
I'm screenshotting these.
February and March.
And I'm adding them to...
Raise your hands if you remember. I was talking about
ChatGPT to diagnose them all.
Decentralized exchange arbitrage possibility,
And then
working on
diagnose the
it.
excuses
Maybe it's
and put it into
possible.
the description. So
Many
check
of
out
you
the
might
description.
remember. There are recordings still there.
I know. I've got them all.
And I think we might have, I
we
might
still
have
haven't seen your tech
explained it as
team,
well.
Shavez, so we don't
So
believe
I
you.
talked about it. I was like,
Yeah,
let's
where's Flack?
not,
Good question. Where's
because
Flack when you need him?
along with my tech team, we don't have this attitude of giving up.
No, not until you get handcuffed. Hey, Shavez.
And that's where this became another speed run where we failed.
Such a primitive
So arbitrage on
way of
centralized
explaining
exchanges
such high-tech
was
technology using these
really a comedy
word,
of errors.
Word document, isn't
There
it?
were legacy challenges,
Oop,
old problems,
Rob's weighing
and
in of the
fancy
comment.
UI. By legacy challenges, I mean the inherent features, inherent problems. Let's say there is no water under the ground and you are trying to dig. You
Oh,
put
so there's no
motor,
arbitrage
you
trading
put
available,
pumps,
and you're
you
trying
try
to
to
claim
suck
there is.
water out of the ground, no water is coming. But even if you build a stronger motor, stronger pump, you cannot suck water because there is no water inside it. So these are legacy challenges where there is no possibility. So we understood that there are legacy challenges in format of arbitrage on even centralized exchanges. Here were three, kind of reports or conclusions delivered by my team. They took 2 months to write these 3 lines to me. Withdrawal and deposit speeds. So in centralized exchanges, there are instant transfers, but they take hours sometimes. By the time they arrive, your arbitrage becomes a myth because it's for seconds, microseconds.
Everyone's going to give them the crypto because it's like gambling.
On centralized exchanges. Trading fee, withdrawal fee, conversion fee. So you just end up arbitraging yourself into a loss. This is something we were doing.
Okay, we were doing it wrong.
I never
now we're going to do it
told
wrong.
you guys that we are building this also. We were doing this. We were, at first, we were able to execute few. And later, when we tried on a little mass scale, we were failing like this. So I just want to today open up my heart and give you guys the whole instinct of the roadmap that we were on.
Okay.
And then order books. When we saw, they're all lies. The liquidity looks deep until you actually try to execute a trade and watch the spread widen just for you. So on centralized exchanges, you all know there is liquidity, but there are order books.
I've updated the description and already given answers to all his excuses.
Carrying the spread. If you execute $10, $5 of order,
$500,
it's executed instantly because there are buying and selling going on in the order books instantly. But when you exceed above 500 or 1,000,
Oh, 500.
you know,
I like the
it
500s.
kind of fills you 50%, 20% of orders, and there is a delay.
Delay.
And that's where the arbitrage got killed.
The trades is not
So,
real when you're talking about Boomerang 2.2 or 2.1.
this was our conclusion on centralized arbitrage, the speed
Centralized.
illusion. HFT
Screenshot.
bots, then we found high speed bots,
High speed bots.
front running bots, which were like real VIPs, like bureaucrats on centralized exchanges. If you are not trading at microseconds of speed from a co-located
That's why
server
we
in
had a
an
button
exchange's
that you
basement,
clicked and
you
you
are
selected
donating
how you wanted to
liquidity,
do your
not making
arbitrage.
money.
And you could only do
That
$10.
means if you're not sitting
$10.
on top of the
$10.
server
And you'd get
and
10 cents
trading,
of your
you
500
cannot
back.
execute. So
One
distance
transaction
of
a day.
server also matters. Like
One
I
transaction a day.
explained many times
'Cause it was-
while we were transforming from beta to MVP.
Yeah.
And then the execution speed, it also matters.
Yeah, it does. And we found this all
So
out
even
just
with
today.
automation, you are racing against algos that are reacting faster than the speed of
Light.
eye blinking.
Blinking.
So we understood.
Okay,
the
so show us
algos
the baby then.
were running faster than us. Remember this,
Show
okay?
us the
Whosoever is
the
making notes,
reskinned,
write
crappy
down
scheme that you're going to
algorithms in
launch
your
soon.
note
That
and
should be launched
underline
today.
it. This is important for our discussion. Further, okay.
Okay.
So we understood, we drew conclusion that centralized exchanges are the places where your funds are meditating. There are KYC, AML, and different other buzzwords. DeFi lets you move money instantly. Centralized exchanges submit selfies, utility bills, while opportunities vanish. So this was also a challenge because if we were doing with centralized exchanges this kind of arbitrage, then Rajiv ji sitting in India could not sign up on Binance. David sitting in Netherlands could not operate on Binance, or different exchanges would have caused us a very big bottleneck in terms of uh, the uh, the the product which can be consumed by users. Limitations. And then trading halts, withdrawal freezes. Whenever the market goes rogue or there is a
The market
huge
goes rogue. Let's blame the
fluctuation in the
market.
market, the centralized exchanges, they stop the withdrawals, maybe for 30 minutes, maybe for 5 minutes, maybe for 1 hour. And that's where the arbitrage gets killed.
Oh, I see. I knew it was
Stop.
something. I
It's
thought it was because
instant.
you
You
kept
were
emptying
doing
the
it on
wallets.
flash loans, if you remember. Flash loans, like one block and bam, profit is in your wallet.
Bam.
So we got a major reality check also from here. Your arbitrage trade is now struck into withdrawal limbo while your profits wave goodbye to you. This was our
Profits
reality
and
check, which we
principal.
got in
Jelly
a
Snack.
couple of
Good to see
weeks
you here. Here's looking
after
nice today.
building the tool, after running the tool on centralized exchanges. We really
We're
did a
entertaining
hard
the
work
idea
here.
of Shavez trying to launch
But at the
version
same time,
2.2.
we were drawing more ideas. So why tech could not save this? We could have built
Oh,
faster tech. Question comes in your mind, right? If we were able, if we were sufficient, capable enough to build the tech faster than HFT bots, we could have done that. But we tried automated execution on centralized exchanges.
what flex loans?
We tried multi-exchange tracking. We tried optimized routing, but we could not
You're going to pop on stage with your new screen,
outrun
Rob?
the HFT bots, which are running from exchanges, and these are traders, like
Traders.
heavy traders,
Heavy
sitting
traders,
on the
big time
exchanges.
traders, 50-cent traders, 10-cent
And
traders.
then this is also something which you guys need to remember.
No, it's
HFT
not real.
bots,
This is a joke.
the algos.
Jelly Snack.
This is important for our discussion.
This is important.
Fund transfers were slower than snail mail, yes. When you transfer, it takes sometimes 5 seconds, sometimes 5 minutes. And that's where the arbitrage gets carried. Withdrawals locked up at the worst time. So we have arbitrage on one exchange and the other is not processing. Let's say we did on KuCoin. KuCoin did not process the withdrawal instantly and Binance is waiting for deposit and then it's gone. So if you can't move money instantly, the profits are imaginary, right? So this is the deeper level of
Deeper level.
conclusion that we derived from our
The brutal
hard work
truth.
on the centralized
We
side.
effed up.
And that
And we took everyone's money and we didn't give it
a lot
back.
of brutal truths. And so we concluded here, the DEX arbitrage was MEV fueled massacre. The sex arbitrage was bureaucratic, bot dominated joke, and both are fundamentally flawed. Arbitrage was not the way. We needed a real product, not a financial fantasy. And that's why I was
Financial
silent.
fantasy.
I did not say a word.
I love it.
So we started to pivot from here
Alrighty.
because we wanted to deliver something meaningful, something that made true sense, something that's sustainable. And our pivot from here, that's why I call it toxic relationship. That's where we started moving on from arbitrage cope to real strategies.
Got that?
And this arbitrage dream that died 2 times in a row.
2 times.
And after 2 legendary failures on DEX and SEX arbitrage, we had
What
2
6?
choices.
Somebody say 6?
This is approximately after we finished.
So anyone figured out the website address
the
yet?
centralized exchange
Is it going to
arbitrage
be boomerang.trade?
test,
Or is it going to have
which I did not inform
boomerang.ai?
the community about.
Doubt it.
We had 2 options. One was to cry about it
Oh,
and pretend
everyone did
that we
cry
were
about it.
so close.
But you took
we
the
were the
money.
best. We were the first in the market.
Oh, the first in the
And
money
the second
market to
option
take everyone's
was
money.
to actually build something
Check out the
sustainable.
description of the video if you want
So
to look
we
at something funny. I've
selected
been
the
updating
second one.
his shit as we go.
And we are here with something that is sustainable. I believe every one of you who used Boomerang, who heard about Boomerang, who could not use Boomerang, who could take part in Boomerang, who could not trade with Boomerang, everybody would have selected option number 2. Give me a vote if you had selected option number 2. Raise your hands. Let me see how many people
I'm not raising my hand.
would go with my choice.
Oh, now he's trying to get mob engagement.
Perfect. Perfect. Amazing. Yeah, that's the right spirit to develop something, to fight for it, find a solution that actually makes sense. Something that is beyond emotions. Though I'm calling it toxic relationship, I'm relating it with comedy and satire, but it was not funny for us.
Oh, it's not funny for us.
Emotional for us.
It was
It
friggin'
was
hilarious for us.
really professional dream for us to
Carl's
build
in here.
something that actually is sustainable. So instead of imagining chasing arbitrage profits stolen by bots, slow withdrawals,
Oh, the profits were stolen by the bots.
Robbery.
These are intelligent
We
bots.
asked, where is the liquidity actually at? And what actually works in centralized trading? Because what we saw while building centralized exchange arbitrage was incredible. The HFT bots, the algos that were making profits was insane. And we wanted to get into that. So to understand, we started our research. This is the most important journey which you all need to be part of now. To understand how we explore
And it's free.
the product, how we
so we can test it and give it to world domination.
From the ground.
Got it.
And we started
there's some familiar faces in here, isn't there?
We started following the money.
I'm doing a screenshot of everyone's
Where
username.
is the money flowing? We stopped daydreaming and looked at the raw numbers.
Stopped daydreaming.
In the DEXs, in decentralized exchanges, if we look at the trading volume, 24 hours on Uniswap, it's $1.5 billion. Curve, 300 million. SushiSwap, 100 million. But when we went and saw in the centralized
Hey, there's room
exchanges,
in here if you want. There's
Binance
eight
alone
people have
was
been kicked out. They must be trying to
25
find me, I think.
billion. And that's
I'm
where
using
our eyes
username
could not
Shavez 2,
close. We
in
did
case you're wondering,
not
guys.
sleep after this. Coinbase, it was 3 billion. OKX, it was 2.5 billion. I was like crazy. More than hundreds of billions of liquidity being traded every single day on centralized exchanges. Can we not onboard couple of millions of users
Well, here
and
we
give
go.
them a tool
Recruitment.
so that they can
And we're going to
also
reward you
make
for
some
recruiting
money?
people. Same shit, different
So
day. 15 months later, was it? No.
That's how we worked. We worked on reality
This was
checks.
originally a Christmas present
DEXs were
back
little
in
fish bowls, and centralized
2024, wasn't
exchanges
it?
were the oceans where big whales they swim. And we started following where the money is.
Did you really?
So I've written a prompt also for you to
prompt?
get this insight as well. So if we ask the AI, what are the liquidity trends on DEXs versus
Just
SEXs?
trying to get everyone's
How
name.
do they impact trading strategies? You will
Look,
hear,
trust
you will
AI.
read
I do.
the same kind of conclusion. The high liquidity on SEXs allows
There's a lot of names in here
strategies like
today.
high frequency trading and large market orders, minimal slippage and scalping. And that was our motivation. And this is where we tried to, you know,
Cheat?
we were
Scam?
running in pursuit of a perfect partner from here, and this was the end of toxic relationship that we were in previously.
Right.
So the conclusion from till here was, if liquidity is the key to trading success, we were looking in the wrong place the whole time. And that's where we started looking at
I can't get to the end of the
centralized trading
list.
tools,
Oops.
models,
Don't do that.
and we went into investigation mode. Instead of research and development phase, we went
Who's
to
we?
investigate the
Your
market a
invisible
little bit, so that
Dolop
we
team.
have an idea what is going on in the market.
Hey, the meeting's got
what is
enough people to
failing in the
squeak. People are
market,
leaving
what
already.
is successful in the
There's
market.
14 positions available.
So since centralized exchanges hold all the liquidity like greedy
Well, that's a
dragons,
great
we
username.
decided to examine
Jesus loves
how
you.
people actually trade on them. Forget arbitrage. How do traders make or lose money in centralized markets? So our investigation cap was on, and we looked at the models which were running in the market or which were ran in the market in the past. We came across the first and the most historic ancient model, signals. How many people have heard about signals?
Yep. Yep, they're at the
How
traffic
many
lights.
people, I would like to ask, how many people lost money because of signals? Raise your hand.
Everyone loses money.
If
Everyone's
you
got
got
their
a
hands up.
signal, somebody outran you, outperformed you, and you lost money.
Oh, it's
The
freaking
slippage was
hilarious.
too high. Many of them, right? Many of you, many,
Right. I think
many
I
of
just saw
you.
Tammy Jackson in there, didn't I? No, Mary Grace.
Many companies
Alright, let's
came
get
in
this back.
market, the trading bots, the automation tools,
Multi-speaker view.
this, that, affiliate marketing company running on signals. Oh my God, this is crazy. We are getting the insider information. This is real shit, real crazy. You are going to make huge profit. Signals. Everyone is fucked.
Oh, see the swear word.
How it
My
started.
ratings are going to go up.
People once thought trading signals from experts were the secret sauce to making money. Then it entered into the automation, because why trust humans when bots don't sleep? And bots, they copied the
I didn't
signals
know that
which
bots did
were
not sleep.
executed
I thought they put them under
earlier,
maintenance.
or which were pump and dump strategies. So how it became the mess, also we can understand. Retail signals lag reality. By the time you act, the market actually moved. I'm not saying signals are all complete bullshit, no. But the thing is, where are you getting the signals from? If I tell Rajiv ji yesterday at night that Koi is going to jump 75% up, Rajiv ji sell it and then buy it back when it goes down. It was a proper signal. But how do I get to know that? There is no way. Then overcrowding. So let's say I told Rajiv ji, hey, Rajiv ji, Koi is going to jump 75% up last night, this night. So go ahead and sell it. So he sent a message to his WhatsApp group with 1,000 people, and everybody jumped over it. So there is more people when they follow a signal, the money is already left. There is no money. And then the most and the best strategy of scammers. They love it.
Here we go.
Telegram groups pumping garbage. Buy this baby of Pep of grandson of Shiba, and make fortunes. This is the signal. I'm getting insider information from the creator itself. Buy it, and the next minute you're fucked.
Oh, he's freaking
This
hilarious.
is where signals, they
Emojis.
I have written a prompt for this as well.
Oh.
So what are the key challenges on signal based? I'm not saying this. I have a reference. I have a friend that tells me all this
Sam Lee?
by doing deep thinking.
Deep
See, my
thinking.
friend is doing slow thinking, and then it asks itself, and then it brings information from various sources, and then it tells me with flash thinking that, hey, these are the challenges.
Right.
This is exactly what I explained.
You got that? Exactly
And
what
then
he's
it
explained.
also, my friend gives me also sources of the content
Tomato
where it
sauces.
brought. And I can go and check whether it is correct or not.
Simple.
Okay.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
So this is the conclusion that we drew, the reality check that we got, that what started as follow the pros, follow the experts, turned into a bot war zone where the only winners were algo traders while eating
But that wasn't the problem, though,
everyone
was it,
else
Chavez? It
alive.
was the fact that
So
you were taking the
algorithmic
money,
traders,
and we
HFT
proved
bots,
that you weren't
note
doing
it
what you
down,
claimed.
underline it. It's important for the next class.
Next class of bullshit.
Okay.
Okay.
So next one, and I would say failed one more failed one, the copy trading, the great copy trading strategy offered by almost all the centralized exchanges.
Okay.
And what it is promised? Just copy a pro trader's move and earn profit. What could go wrong? You are
Wasn't that
following
what
someone who's pro.
isn't that what Dodo's
And big
doing?
exchanges, they
Copying
market
yesterday's
as
trades?
easy trading for the masses. And how it blows up? Good traders are not good risk managers. One bad move, everyone is wrecked. Execution delays. So I'm not saying you can trust traders, but what about the execution? Your trader whom you are copying,
You're
they
copying.
buy in at a good price. You get in late, you enjoy the slippage only. Let's say Rajiv ji is copy trading my strategy on Binance. I placed an order, I bought something that is hot.
Hot. Hot to
I
trot.
brought it, he copied, he also brought, by the time he brought in, I have 10,000 more followers. They also bought in. Rajiv ji enjoyed slippage. Huge slippage. And then market also
Hey, they've got a
shifts.
link tree. We should shut that
The
down.
trader who was crushed,
Ha! Their
who
link tree
crushed
is
in the
shut
bull
down.
market, completely lost in the bear market.
So their link tree off their
So I
Boomerang
have also
account.
written a prompt for
Sorry,
this.
off their Instagram
What are
account.
the major
Doesn't
risks
work.
in copy
It's
trading
been
models
removed.
on sexes, and
Isn't that
why
funny?
do most retail users fail to profit long term?
Long term.
If you'll ask my friend,
You haven't got no friends.
it will think first and then answer. It will give you conclusion that I drew. Transparency, lack of control, market volatility, position sizing, risk management, mismatch, emotional trading by copy trader. You can say Rajiv ji loves me. He just copies all my orders, and I'm fucked. He's also fucked.
He's
Along
a
with
bit of a
10,000 more
potty mouth
people.
today, isn't he?
So this is the reality. So we understood, and we also got a reality check from here. Copy trading work until it does not work.
It works until it does not work. Well,
Then
that's
you
profound.
are
Nothing
left
worked here,
copying
Shavez. Nothing.
someone's
You had no
liquidation
proof of
tweet.
anything.
You know, they go on Twitter, they write, oh, oh my God, and a lot of F words, and then 1 million liquidated, you go and copy and reduce 1 million to 10,000 and tweet. That's what you can do, right? So this is how copy trading also is a nightmare. So all in all, we saw everything that runs in the market. Everything, every possible way. Future, spot, everything comes in it.
Mm-hmm.
All the strategies. If this is market 101, this is trading 101. Everything that is going on that has been in trading is in this document,
Okay.
which is named Boomerang, the toxic relationship. Then what's next?
Ooh, what do we need?
Arbitrage, dead, random signals, overcrowded, copy trading works until it rugs you. But we needed something that actually made sense.
There, you're pushing it.
So we stopped chasing illusions and we set ourselves on a journey to build something sustainable from here.
Did you really?
And the good news is we did, and we are following none of the strategies that I explained today. None of the formats that are existing in the market right now,
Well, we're
which are
saved.
either failed or are about to fail. So we found a really, really good partner. So after countless of
what happened to
experiments,
Pavel?
sleepless nights, watching front run our dreams, we built something that actually makes sense. That is Boomerang 2.0.
This is excellent.
No more failed arbitrage attempts. No more fighting the liquidity wars. No more copy pasting strategies that don't work. This time we cracked.
So they made it. They're admitting they made it all up. What a
If you
load of
want to know
bullshit.
what it is, join my next presentation on Friday.
Oh,
Same
they was going to
time,
string you
same
along,
place,
and you can
same
participate
link,
in the pre-sale.
just
So
with
that's where they make all
something
the
that
money.
actually works. So I hope I'll see you all there on Friday. And it is going to be really, really interesting because the way we built it and on what terms we built it, it is interesting. And what we wanted to actually achieve, a mass product. We were building Boomerang 2.0 according to our market requirements and demands. Mass product, millions of users can be onboarded, no more liquidity problem, this, that. We were not under pressure. We were performing flawlessly. So this is even stronger, better, faster, more efficient than what we built in the first version.
If he says so.
This is something which you could not imagine. The profits you cannot dream about. Trust me, when we saw centralized exchanges, $25 billion being traded on Binance, can we scrap something? Oh, yes, we can. Can we fill pockets of our users? Yes, we can. And we try to build something that is something which is not arbitrage, which is not copy trading, which is not bots, which is not the signals or pips, shit like that. And we built something classy, extraordinary, and that makes complete sense, which is a
But now we
properly
have to be strung
complied
along.
product that brings you real profits every single day. So we will not hold from here. We will not delay the product anymore. I know this discussion between us, this was important because I was not talking about Boomerang till now. I needed to explain you guys what we have done so far. What did we do? Where did my development team, which was hired for Boomerang, go? This is where
Well,
they were drilling.
we never saw them in the
That
first
is what
place.
they did while I was silent. And the whole market, whole industry was silent. You know, other people who were trying to copy us, build us, take inspiration, they were also
Let's think of
silent
one.
because we did not talk.
What was our fake Nigerian one?
But now that I
Mike.
am not going to talk about the product, I'm going to bring it to you.
Okay.
Friday, I'm going to explain it. Wednesday, you get the product with free access for 1 month to use it.
Oh, really? Free access. This will be funny.
I hope it reminds you, it brings you nostalgic memories. It also fills you with more confidence that something incredible has come out of all the struggle, all the hard work,
Not really.
all the sleepless nights that our tech team have been through. And that too, we will give the product for you to try. You try, check, let us know.
Well, how can you lose on a free
So
product?
back to you, Trashit.
Questions?
Shavez, this was exciting.
Oh,
This
it's always
was
exciting when
interesting.
Shavez is
This
here.
was clarity. I think this was a
Clarity.
much required call that
Keep him on the payroll.
that was supposed to be done a long way back. But thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for delivering this. I think people only realize
I've
people
updated the
only realize
description. There's
now
my
that
point of
so
view.
much goes into tech while developing a product. And hope people realize the next product coming is also endures so much of hard work that you and your tech teams are doing. Thank you again, Shavez. And we already have like more than 800 people right now, and they are still willing to continue. Why wait for Friday?
I know, but it will be.
Yeah,
See,
120
it has
people
to
have
be
left.
in
That tells
stages,
you something, doesn't
and
it?
I kept it like this because last couple of months I was silent. You guys needed to know what we were doing in the background, what we were brewing. So Friday is not far. I know I can explain, but I don't want to fill your brains
Oh,
with
of
the
course not.
fresh
Excuses,
information,
excuses.
with the
And where is
innovative
Pavel?
ideas
Exactly.
while explaining what
Oops,
went
sorry, I'm
wrong.
missing all the messages here.
So here is the document I'm typing in the chat. People can also do some, playing around with the AI and find out what we did. Am I speaking the truth or not?
Okay.
So the document contains the prompt as well, with which we can research, right? That's amazing. Thank you. So, Chavez, what I believe is Boomerang 2.0 is related to trading, but it's not actually trading. It's not a bot. It's not signals. It is something really interesting. And like you have always mentioned, it's like expect the unexpected, right?
It's the best form of trading. That's what I can say right now.
Super.
It's the best form
Document.
of profits every single day.
I hope participants will realize Friday call is again very important call, and we are very sure that again it's going to be a houseful. So please again mark the dates. That the date is 21st of March, where we will have the technical specification on Boomerang 2.0. Is that correct, Shabis?
Yes, yes. Let's hear from Tracy, who was raising hand. I think he
Yes,
has something.
Tracy and Joe as well, and further.
Well, here we go.
So Tracy,
This is
you may unmute, sir.
amazing.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
Oh my God, Tracy's always
Chavez,
here,
I am
eh?
so glad you went through that process because so many of us that have been following Boomerang from the very existence of the word in our language, I can honestly say I have forgotten so many of those hurdles that we went through. And for you to be transparent and share the
Oh my
reason for
God.
questioning it, what you found out and what you did moving forward, all I can say is thank you for persisting. And yes, number two, without question, was the logical decision. But I will tell you that I am more excited about what Trashik just described and what you just confirmed about something that contradicts, if you will, what we think about trading today and what we presently know about it.
We know
So I
nothing
want to
because
thank
no
you for
one's
the
ever done it
education.
properly.
And I really hope I took a screenshot of every single one of those.
Of course you did.
I don't know how I'm going to digest it all, but I'm going to make every attempt I possibly can to understand it further. So thank you both. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
A world of thanks from the truck driver.
Welcome, Tracy.
Always
Next
good to have
we
a truck
have
driver.
Shiba
We
or
had one
Joe.
once.
Joe, let's hear it from you.
Hey, Chavez. I'm unable to turn on my camera.
Is that right?
You know, that was such a really interesting and deep presentation that you've done there. That was, I think you're absolutely
oh my God,
right.
he's got a QR code
It's
for a
had a
person
huge
Aussie.
amount of nostalgia. I remember that first day on that leadership call of 40 people, and you came on telling you were going to show us something that was amazing. I can
scanned them
remember
on the
that look of
beaches.
excitement
We
on your
scanned them
face.
in the computer
You were like a little
screens.
boy in a sweet shop. And just that look excited all of us. We had no idea what we were excited about. We just knew that you were excited, and we knew that that meant good things for us. And the thing about the roller coaster is that when you get off the roller coaster, you always want to have another go on that roller coaster, because it is the thrill of the ride that is the exciting part of it. So for us to have shared that journey, all of us together for the last year,
it's disgusting.
It's amazing that we can all look back
up
with this same nostalgic view. But I'm interested, Chavez, on how does it feel for you right now?
Well, right now,
to be drawing a close to something that created so much movement, so much duplication, not just for us, but for people who were trying to copy what you were doing. How does it feel now to look back as the developer?
It really feels that we
oh my God, really, Joe?
we have a reason to show results, and
nostalgia.
I really feel that we did something innovative, and that's what keeps me moving. And I'm not going to stop. I'm just 29.
29 must be birthday
there
soon.
Are years and years.
The nostalgia.
There are so much. There is so much to do, and there is so much to bring that is innovative to this industry and beyond. And this is just the beginning, Joe. This is.
I believe that completely, Shavez.
I do believe you can't stop scamming.
Every time we look in your face, Christ, I can remember being 29 myself and having the same look on my face.
Yeah, and then you just went downhill from there.
But it's amazing to see it, because I know that with every part of who you are trying to do something incredible for this community.
Yeah, you're trying to save the community, not trying to line your own pockets.
Should put a hand to our heart for you, because I don't think we could ever show enough appreciation, Chavez. Whatever happens, we stand by your side.
He hasn't disappeared because he hasn't been locked up, I think, mate. Boombo's got him, though.
Thanks, Joe. And next we have Ferda.
But
further you go, the further you go.
Wow. Wow.
Last time she said, wow.
We heard this today before in Vietnam Zoom. And after that, I had a phone call with one of our top leaders in FF team.
Yes,
her name starts with the N, ends with the A. I will not mention names, but her name is Nejla. And I asked her, I said, what was your impression about the Zoom call? She said, yeah, it was amazing. Amazing. But why didn't Shavez
Crypto G's in the house?
Bit
of respect needed here, guys. Morning, Crypto G.
Then I said to her, sweetheart, you didn't listen right, because what I heard this today was you tried everything. Why it didn't work? You tried again. And then you said, okay, we had all the tries. Why it's not working? We have to try what will work. And
good
of course,
point.
2-3 weeks ago, we were in Dubai, and I spoke with you, and I remember only those words, Feda, I don't give anything about money. I have my products. I want them to work.
Okay.
And everything is
So last time you didn't
like a
care about that
puzzle
statement?
for me. It's falling into the place, and I didn't expect anything what would be today. But after the Vietnam call, when I
With
heard
the
you for the
leaders?
first time and now the second time, I am like, this man is a genius.
Is he? Wow.
Lots of people were excited about Boomerang, but
Everyone's
we
always
forget
excited.
everything, and you put it so nice.
Mhm.
And Friday, come on, let's zoom out, full house. And I'm 2 years listening to you. Thank you, Shavez.
2 years
And
listening to
this
us.
is my experience, what I wanted to share with the community.
Oh, that's just
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Shavez.
Means a lot.
Thanks. So further, we have name David. Over to you.
Oh, David, gollywog. This is the guy that looks like a hobbit. No offense to hobbits. David,
David, we are not able to hear you.
David, put your headphone in.
Now you hear me.
Take your finger out of
Yeah.
your bum.
Okay, thank you. Chavez,
That's why you
what
don't
can
wear
I say?
Bluetooth
I think the room
headsets?
for Friday, I think we have to increase to 5,000 people. Because, if you put this, how we see it here,
Mhm.
a lot of people, they avoid the pain. They want to avoid the pain. And that's why they do some things they do not want to expose themselves to their mistakes.
Yeah.
But to take the people to the journey, and some people, they are not used to that. They think it's all easy, it's all done, it's all ready. And I think for the community, this is super transparent. For everybody, watch the YouTube link, because me and Feda, we were already on the Vietnam Zoom, and it was, if you hear it for the second time, it makes more and more impression.
More impression? You reckon?
Yeah. What I can say is, you're the real deal, and if people don't see that,
We don't see it.
it's their loss.
Okay.
But this is amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
the
much,
tips,
David.
Dave.
Thanks, David. And Chavez, last we have Grace with us.
No,
Yes.
Grace.
sorry.
Finau also raised her hand. Where is she?
Are you taking questions today
Okay.
from the leaders?
Hey, Grace.
Hey, Shavez, I'm trying to turn on my video so you can see my big smile.
Oh, I thought you were going to say big head.
Shavez, I sent you a couple messages, and the thing, I listened to it on Indian prime time, and I really enjoyed. I echo what everybody has said, especially Tracy.
What about me?
In saying that this was, and Shiba Joe, this was a walk down nostalgia. And every time you mention something, I'm like, yeah, that was right. That's correct. We did that. And so it's really nice for you to circle for us. The most impressive thing is that as you're explaining this, you're also educating, and you're informative and completely transparent about the entire process.
Right.
I can feel your anguish.
Anguish.
I really do. I'm going through the process,
And this is
of
coming
being
from a
able
judge.
to create this. So thank you much for the explanation, the education, and just really bearing your soul as true.
Otherwise known as
how
bullshit.
we have arrived here today. And of course, we're looking for newer frontiers as we go forward. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, Grace.
SG.
And I hope you made keep the notes. I made you underline few, few phrases. Keep them for Friday.
Oh.
Shavez, I know that was particular for me. You know I'm on my third volume of
God,
Notebook.
really? Give me a
You know
bucket.
that.
I know that. I know that.
So thank you. Yes, I did.
So that was our beloved Grace. Next we have Finau.
You know what? Too bad. I cannot turn on my camera. I don't know.
Wonder why they don't want to turn their cameras on.
Finau.
You can, please.
Okay. Here you go.
Oh,
the
this is the
islands.
lady who's going to cry because she put the villagers' money in. She's from the
Shavez,
Cook Islands.
what we can say but to say thank you.
Oh, here
Thank
she
you
goes.
so much
The crier.
for all that you do, for all the love that you show us. We cannot thank you enough.
But he's already stolen half the villagers'
And I
money.
see now those leaders, they're still here today. I know this is those leaders, they care about their community. Thank you. That's all I can say. I thank you to you and even those tech that they stay with us, even Craze and the rest of the tech team. I cannot thank you guys enough.
Thank
A
you.
little bit I understand, a little bit I know. I know God sent you to us, Shavez, which is I will stay with it with my community.
Thank
We
you.
all love you.
We love
Thank
you,
you so much for
Chavez.
now.
I want to have your
I
babies.
really appreciate that. And this is really a good time to be emotional. At the same time, this is really a powerful turn for our community. This is
Powerful
where
turn.
the real financial freedom is going to become. Keep your pen and papers ready for Friday, I would say.
Okay.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Pen and paper.
Perfect. See you for now.
Well, there you go.
Shavez, last we have Jayanti with us. Let's hear her
Get
comment
the
as
whole
well.
tribe
She
in
has
here.
been.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Jayanti. Where are you? Yes, Jayanti.
Come on, you've got this.
Okay. You're not allowing me to.
Chantel's in here.
Video.
Now,
You can,
Chantel is
Jayanti.
looking after her mother
Grace is
who's
there.
got
She's
Parkinson's,
checking whether
and
I
her
You
put my
family are
can turn on
video
trying
your
to
on.
video,
get
please.
her
You
out of the
can.
house.
Yeah,
She
Okay.
has no money.
Yes.
She's a washed up
All right.
scammer. How about that?
Welcome.
And she's in here and she's about to speak. So it's
Thank
good to
you.
see you here, Chantel. Now we know
Shavez,
your
it's been a
personal
long time
circumstances.
since I spoke to you. Right?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
I'm not gonna say much right now after Friday,
Mhm.
but
There's a
right
lady in a
now
dressing gown in here. It's a bit of a
I'd
crack
like
up.
somebody to translate what Abu Bakr said, feel, felt, and found
I'll see if I can beat up
in
a bit of a
Hindi.
better screen.
Okay.
Somebody can translate. I think that explains what you went through in the whole thing in a layman's term very well.
Put that up
Definitely.
there.
I'll ask Abu Bakarji to unmute and explain that in English. Abu Bakarji, you are here.
Oh, hold it.
Repeat what you said on Indian call. She wants to hear in English. See, we now
No, I
have
want my team to hear.
There we go. Bit bigger for you.
Mr. Abu Bakr, can we have you on board, sir? We have given you rights to unmute and turn on your video as well.
Oh, why do you need to have it so placed? I wonder.
there. He is. Abu Bakarji.
Abu
Yes,
Jagabi.
sir. Yes, sir.
He wants
Yes,
to hear
sir.
what you said in Hindi, Zoom, in English.
In English, oh my God, my English is very broken English, but I think we people understand it. Sir, the name you have given for the relationship, I'm really little bit not happy because not all of us think in that way.
Yes.
Really, we think there are so many people very positive, and we know the product was very technical product. Even the way you explain it, it looks simple, but it is very
Well, you'll have to deliver now,
and very
Shavez, won't you?
difficult. That's why you are the only one who created or who involved what you call this one, invented this kind of project and this type of product for us. We love to tell you thank you very much. And this is one of the best products. As I repeatedly telling you, I'm very young boy, only 72 years old. In this 72 years, I have never seen such kind of products you are giving to us. I have worked with
Never
so
seen this many
different
scams. I think that's what you're
fields,
trying to say, isn't it,
different
mate?
companies, but I have not seen any company in the world is giving such kind of products, which you are keeping the people, the community in your mind when you design the product, and it will help them financially. And we are learning every day.
Every day.
Every day we are learning. The best thing in this one, you are, if we don't learn what you are telling us, what you are teaching us, we will be 20, 30 years
What do you
back.
reckon that people are making money clicking on my YouTube
So
channel?
thank you very much.
I make
This
$300 a
product
month,
is
mate.
very, very, very good, sir. And I really salute you.
Okay.
And whenever I will
Thanks,
see
mate.
you, inshallah, I will kiss on your forehead.
Okay.
And,
Hey, check out the blog.
you are a great
Click on
man.
that as well, mate.
You're a great man. And we love you. And we will be with you, inshallah, inshallah, as long
Shalala,
as I breathe,
shalala.
inshallah. So I'm sorry, Mr. Rashid, and you surprised me to speak in English with my broken English. I hope I have passed my message. When I heard your today's presentation, I remember there is one module called Feel, Felt, and Found. So we have all felt what you are feeling, and we are all with you. And you are the only one you found the solution to give it to us. And we are so happy. And thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Arbitrage.
I cannot say better words than this, sir. I'm sorry. I hope my English is, people can feel it, right?
Yes, we all can feel it.
I want you to feel my feelings.
You do realize that we fully
that's all.
showed the
And
flaws
keep giving
in
us
Shavez'S
wonderful products, sir.
Boomerang 1.1, don't you?
Thank you. I will not stop.
So
Thank
we've
you,
actually
sir. God
exposed
bless
this
you.
as a
Thank you.
scam, and he was in Bloomberg
Thank you, Abuji, and we love you.
TV with me just 2 weeks ago. They released
All
a
right,
video. It's had
so
500,000
that
views
brings
on
us
it.
to the
He's being
end of this
exposed as a
special
scammer.
screening of
So
Boomerang 2.0. Thank you so much for everything that you are doing. It seriously requires guts. It requires, it requires hard work to deliver what you are doing. Once again, on behalf of the entire global community, on behalf of every rank leader, on behalf of all the members, new and old, I thank you personally for this initiative and for bringing us what you have been, delivering in terms of techs and products and projects and technology. Thank you once again. And thank you everybody for joining this session. Of course, this is only a beginning. This is part one of the special screening of Boomerang 2.0. We hope to see you on the Friday call. And like David mentioned, I think the house is again gonna be full. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will be end for tonight's session. We'll proceed to the US prime time at 7 p.m. EST, and with that, we conclude the session. Once again, wish you all the best, and great things are lining up ahead for us in this amazing opportunity shared by Shavez and his expert team. Thank you all. And very quickly, we have a quick feedback form for all your honest feedbacks. Thank you. Thanks, Shavez. See you soon.
See you.
okay, so there you go, kids. Now that is actually quite interesting. I'll just see if I can flip onto another screen. Where are we? I have to do things a little bit different at the moment. Yeah, so this is my blog that we've just written why that's been going on. And as you might have noticed, Shavez actually had, oops, put me back there, a document that he was reading from. And what we've done is I've put that document into AI, and I've got a thread with all the correspondence that we've had from the beginning of all the dealings that we've had with Boomerang. And then, so we've used all the knowledge of the past, and then what we've done is we've used all the information that we currently have. So we've now come up with a quite informative blog that people can have a read. If you're looking at the history of this company, now we've got some smart aleck in the room saying that we're doing this for YouTube clicks, and that really shows you the intellect of the people that are involved in giving Shavez $500. So last time people gave $500 to Shavez, and they were told that within 24 hours they would be able to make $1,500, and then they were strongly encouraged to think big and to buy 3 additional licenses, and then they would be able to do another 24 hours worth of trading and get $1,500 once again. So people were buying multiple licenses thinking that they were building their generational wealth, and then they were literally bitterly disappointed because the program then all of a sudden stated that the Polygon network that they run this all on was overloaded because they were doing 300 transactions a minute. So we did a bit of research and found out that the Polygon network can actually handle 64,000 transactions a second. But Shavez alleged that Polygon had contacted him and told him he wasn't ethical. So if he wanted to be ethical, he should limit everyone's arbitrage trading transactions to 1 transaction a day. So we'd already exposed this scam to the inch of its life. There's a video in here where we can show you that the website code was doing all the arbitrage trading. And when we fully exposed the website actually got removed off the internet. But we've obviously done so many videos about it that there's no way anyone could deny the information that we had. So it got to the point where this was the video here. Blow money in one hit. Did. But if you did that, there isn't a mathematical equation in here for large amounts. So this is the back end of the Boomerang 1.0 website. And the code that you can barely see on the screen is where they were telling the website to produce the results. So literally, if somebody was trading $46, between $46 and $90, the maximum, the percentage that they would get paid was 1.2888. And then when you went along, you could see that if they went from $90 to $134, that they would get a different percentage. And this was to give the illusion that they were doing real trades. And then we went through and we showed all the arbitrage trading they were claiming to do. They were literally borrowing the money from Aave. Now, Aave is a flash loan provider. You can borrow money from a flash loan provider. Anyone can. You just need a smart contract that borrows the money, automatically creates a transaction, and then gives back the money to Aave. So the very 2 top lines of this transaction, you can see the loan being borrowed and the money being given back. But the illusion is the fact that people don't realize is that's not arbitrage trading. That's just a loan being repaid. But in between here, what we found is we tagged every single wallet address that these guys had. And we could see where the money was coming from that people were getting paid. So somebody would trade $49 because that was the limit they put on how much people could trade. Because people would go, I'm going to buy a $500 license. I'm going to get $50,000 worth of Aave money to trade with. And I'm just going to put the whole $50,000 on the table and then I'm going to make a lot of money. But they didn't. They made it so that you had to do little breadcrumbs of trades. And the more money you traded, the less it was calculated you can make. It was absolutely ridiculous. So then we showed these were the buttons. So remember, Shavez is saying that arbitrage trading needs to be done in a split second. Well, here he was allowing people to pick between USDT and exchanging it to Rapmatic. And if you look very closely there, you can see that the profit, if you traded these two, was 1.2099. But then if you looked around, you could actually see over here, there was the same 2 exchanges, for the use of a better word, on the same page, but they were going the opposite way. So this one here, if you pick this trade, you're going to make 0.72. And then if you go up, you can trade it the other way and make more money. So even this was a real joke. Oh, good. There we go. Here's my mate. Hello, Rob. How you doing? Having fun here?
Yes, but I'm going to have to go.
Okay, you're going to leave a point? Oh, he's gone. Well, that was good. We'll come back. So Rob and I sat here and showed people as kindly as we could because this was months of work.
This is Northwest Flight 188.
Blow money in one hit. But if you did that, But what we showed
Because they're
people
claiming
is that they have these wallet addresses where they were topping up the money. And when the money, so this is Shavez smart contract. These are all linked to Shavez's smart contracts. And we could see that every time somebody did a transaction, we could see that the money was coming out of one of these wallet addresses. And when these wallet addresses ran lean and had no money, people couldn't do any trades and they were getting failures. So then I topped up the wallets with money after not being able to do trades for 2 or 3 days. We did an experiment and we topped up these wallets and then the trading resumed. So this wouldn't happen if you was doing real arbitrage trading. So we had a lot of fun. So what we did here, we showed all the failed requests for flash loans because the Aave loan needed to be borrowed and returned. If there was no way that it could be returned, then it would come up with this error. So this 3 minutes ago one that you might be able to see in the middle here was us. After we topped up the wallet, we told somebody to pick this exchange, that exchange, and to trade $20. And then all of a sudden it worked. So it was friggin' hilarious. But the day after we showed this, we also showed that people were doing ridiculous trades. People were trading $75 and making $1,800. And we followed one trader all the way through who was just doing it. So, I mean, if you want to hang on to hope and you want to believe in something, and you want to believe that you can give Shavez your money and believe that you could potentially build yourself a passive income for the rest of your life, then you really need to wake up. That's oh, Scully, nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. So it's a bit of a laugh. Now, this whole scheme that we just looked at, we've gone to town on this. And if you haven't been keeping up in current events,
You are a real piece of.
This is the documentary that was released. It's currently had 442,000 looks in 8 days. And if we go to the end here, you've got we've got Shavez
threatened that
we've got
this new form of financial value creation and exchange is competing with the US-backed.
Now it is $67. Now it is $67 if we do 5,000x. That is something which is good, which is like just like Bitcoin that we will do.
With authorities often powerless to act across borders, it's fallen on people like Danny to sound the alarm on suspected scams. And people like Shavez Anwar are very aware of Danny's efforts to disrupt their operations.
One person that I wanted to bring up is Danny de Hek.
I mean, it's not good that you talk about something you don't know. I mean, he has zero knowledge of the tech.
All right, so if I've got zero knowledge of the tech, you can see I've just shown you how a website was fooling people into the illusion that they were doing arbitrage trading. And to this date, even though I've confronted Shavez Anwar, and he's even offered me $10,000 if I found out his last name, he has not done any arbitrage trading. Even with my zero knowledge of tech, I have just shown you that the website was giving all the results, which was just absolutely ridiculous. So watch that documentary because it fully exposes Shavez and his 9pay card. So this is Shavez, the guy that was just on here, right? And this is a reporter from Bloomberg TV. This documentary took 10 months to put together. And it's 18, 19 minutes long, well worth watching. Susie's just put it in here, but listen to what she says.
He said is backed by Visa, but I talked to Visa and they said they'd never heard of him. And then he also says he works with regulatory authorities in Dubai quite often. But they told me they'd never heard of him either.
So that's a proper journalist who may have zero knowledge of what's going on. So just imagine that, all right? So you've got a Bloomberg reporter here. So Liquid Pay is Chavez's other website. Now this is his revolutionary Liquid Pay that he has now rebranded it from 9pay to Liquid Pay because the Bloomberg article that came out probably about a month ago exposed him. No, it was a Bloomberg article exposed him as Visa didn't know anything about 9Pay. So he's rushed out, rebranded the company to Liquid Pay without no I at the start. And they have actually managed to get it in the Apple Play Store, which I'm amazed by. But they didn't do it under the brand Liquid Pay. They used a different name, which is all verified, all this information. And also recently they've got these press releases, but they're not press releases. They're sponsored articles in digital newspapers that no one's ever heard of. And also we did a video a while ago showing that he was in Forbes magazine India, but it was in the digital version, which is only the PDF version. He was on page 73 of it, and it was a sponsored article. It was not written by any journalist like we've got from Bloomberg here. So the whole lot is absolutely crazy. So he is pissed off with me at the moment. So that's why when you go to liquidpay.com, you can actually see all the dirty deeds. Now, he's currently doing a denial server attack on this website, trying to keep it offline, because when you go to sites like Trustpilot and search for Liquid Pay, you will see what's happening here. Has he got that domain? Oh, no. So you can see the site's taking ages to load. That's because he has got his server farms hammering this domain name so it doesn't come up, and obviously defaming what he's trying to get off the ground. So, I mean, whether I have zero knowledge, I have other people who have very, very good knowledge and understanding of what's going on. Now, that's interesting that is taking so long to load. There it is. So this is what happens when somebody does a denial server attack. So this is my domain name, liquid, without no I, liquidpay.com. And then what it will do is it will bring up a site, and this fully exposes Shavez and his dirty deeds and the like. Here's the article in Bloomberg Business Week, and here the statement, they have nothing to do with it. And then you've obviously just seen Alice doing another one, a statement there about how he's not anyone. So it's interesting. So what I just did is I produced a blog, and this is a blog which is basically scrutinizing what he's just done literally 20 minutes ago. And we'll have this.
The live stream was a joke, and now, thanks to a leaked document, we know Shavez Anwar was just reading from a prepared script to manipulate Waas investors. This isn't a real pivot. It's just another carefully crafted marketing pitch designed to stall withdrawals, silence doubters, and keep victims locked in while the scheme unravels.
Yeah, and it's all about keeping the investors who have invested. So we tracked through Shavez's stuff. I say we, but the people in the chat room here have tracked over $350 million that has been deposited into super wallet addresses. And we have all those wallet addresses. And right now, we're feeding them to people in Washington, D.C. And they're investigating stuff. And that's what I'm going to say. But, you know, pride before a fall. And if you really want to believe in Shavez, then you might as well join a cult and just believe whatever they tell you. But if you're not going to use the technology that we have, and you're not going to listen to the blockchain that everyone raves about is so secure, and you're just going to go and wing it, then you're going to lose your money.
Shavez's latest scam, Boomerang 2.0. After months of claiming that Boomerang 1.0 was the ultimate crypto arbitrage tool, he now admits it never worked. But instead of refunding the victims or taking responsibility, he's spinning a new lie to keep people hooked. The script from the live stream reveals a calculated attempt to make Waas investors forget the past failures and reinvest in another doomed Ponzi rebrand.
Yeah, and we were tracking $250 a day was actually at one point when he was in Dubai releasing the version 1. And remember, version 1 wasn't actually Shavez's project. It was actually Pavel. Pavel was meant to be some Russian guy that looked like he was just a paid influencer who had no real anything. He was meant to be the guy behind this amazing Boomerang. And then Trash It claimed one day that they had to rebuild it from the ground up. Pavel has never been seen again. And he was meant to be the hero behind the concept. It was just ridiculous. And I do believe that these guys they literally buy scams that are ready to go. And we've got videos of Sam Lee saying that we can just keep producing scam after scam, or we could start coming up with legitimate opportunities for people as long as he gets his 2%. And then shortly after, that was the last we saw of Sam Lee, And as we know in this video, that Sam Lee's now admitted that he was incarcerated after an Interpol red notice in Dubai for 60 days. And now we've got Shavez, who's come along and taken over and carried on running We Are All Satoshi. And they've launched what they call Affiliate Marketing 3.0, which is a DAO that has been struck off their Wyoming register because they filed fraudulent information. And then 3 months later, they re-registered a new DAO under exactly the same name using the same register. It was absolutely ridiculous. So this shows a real mockery to a lot of the stuff that's going on.
Boomerang 1.0, the scripted confession that it was always a scam. The document Shavez was reading from exposes his entire playbook. What he used to claim about Boomerang 1.0, arbitrage was supposed to be a magical land where free money exists. Investors were promised risk-free profits from price discrepancies. They claimed Boomerang 1.0 had advanced technology that outperformed the market.
Yeah, so all their claims that they gave you previously are now excused in this document that he gave us, which is just, it's just gets more, can't make this shit up.
The truth that Shavez just admitted, but blames on external factors, arbitrage was never viable. Investors never stood a chance because mevbots front-ran every trade before Waas members could profit. Slippage, gas fees, and network congestion made it impossible to execute profitable trades. Flash loans and liquidity illusions turned every trade into a guaranteed loss.
So that's what he's claiming, the reason of the demise. Nothing to do with why did you refund people into BTCC, which is a worthless token on his own blockchain, instead of refunding people back into USDT. And that was because 65% of the money that people were paying for licenses was actually going to the affiliate marketers. And that's what these things are. They are commission-based. Oh, hey, I've got this product, you purchase it. The person that pushes you into it or gaslights you into it, the same person that's probably in the chat room claiming I'm doing this for YouTube clicks, is getting 65% of the money. So $325 of your $500 was going to the person or the affiliate program because they referred you to it. So you hear what I said? $175 went in to the platform so you could get an arbitrage trading license, and you would get, I've forgotten how much money it was with Aave now, it's so long ago, and then you could go trading. And then they limited your trades to $10, $20, and $50 a day, one trade a day. And then you would get paid a trickle feed of anything from 20 cents to 60 cents, never saw anything more than 60 cents. And you were meant to be happy and sustainable with that. This is how ridiculous this is. And it's just a Ponzi scheme because there's no proof of arbitrage trading. We've had their own members in the Zoom meetings with Shavez and with Joe and with Carl Miller, who's on the dole earning $738.60 a fortnight in Australia. And they were claiming that they knew that this was all fudged. And they said that you could pick this exchange and trade with that exchange and pick that amount of money, and you would guarantee get the same results every single time. And he said, oh, we knew that from the start. All these lies just keep spewing out, and now they're going to have another go at it. So we're just going to have a field day with this one, ladies and gentlemen.
DEX liquidity was a disaster. Investors were told there was deep liquidity in DeFi, but liquidity was scattered across hundreds of exchanges, making it unusable. By the time a trade executed, the price had already moved. The Waas team knew this from the start but continued promoting it anyway.
Yeah. So if they knew that, why did they continue promoting it anyway? Because they're after the commissions, as I just explained. 65, and this is why they said they couldn't refund people in USDT, because there's no money there, because the commissions have already been paid out to the leaders, the people at the top of the pyramid, and they couldn't refund it. So then they gave you worthless tokens as a refund as well. And then the only thing they did is produce other products like Dodo app, D0D0.app, and also Capital 3. You could buy Capital 3, you could stake your tokens and whatever, all this other shit that they have. And this was all designed that you could use your worthless dollars to buy and get a discount of 40%. So 40% discount if you use your worthless BTCC tokens to purchase the products. But if you wanted to complete the purchase, you needed to top it up with fresh USDT. So it's just money in, and never ever has any money come out. Now I actually lie because there is a way of getting your money out, and that's if you find some idiot who wants to get involved in We Are All Satoshi or BTC, and you do a backdoor handshake swap. They call it a peer-to-peer transaction. So Shavez realized that people were doing this, so now he alleges that he's going to come up with an app to facilitate peer-to-peer transactions. And we have him on video, and don't ask us how, but we have him on video claiming that he never ever will open the floodgates to BTCC because he doesn't want people to sell, because if it sells, it's going to be worth nothing. So it's worth nothing because you can't do anything with it.
SEX arbitrage was another failure after failing on decentralized exchanges. Waas claimed they found a better strategy in centralized exchanges. Reality, SEX's froze withdrawals, widened spreads, and delayed deposits. High-frequency trading bots always won, while Waas investors always lost.
Every single time. So it's just a losing battle no matter what you think you can do this. So this is not a real arbitrage trading. This is just smoke and mirrors, and we've proved that multiple times.
Even Shavez admits that tech couldn't fix it. Automated execution, multi-exchange tracking, and optimized routing did nothing to solve the real problem. By the time a trade was confirmed, the money was already gone. If you can't move money instantly, your profits are imaginary.
So that's what he said. Shavez admits that the tech couldn't fix it. So he didn't admit it while it was happening and people were pouring their money in to buy these licenses. He just kept selling these licenses. And he knew exactly what he was doing.
Boomerang 2.0, the scripted rebrand of a failed Ponzi scheme. Now that Shavez can't deny Boomerang 1.0 was a complete disaster, he's repackaging the scam under a new name and trying to get investors excited again.
Trying to get people excited again. And he's claiming he's pouting his chest like he's a friggin' genius when he just scammed people. It's breathtaking.
Straight from the script, we finally built something that actually makes sense. No more failed arbitrage attempts this time. We cracked the code. Sound familiar? Because this is exactly what they said about Boomerang 1.0.
Yep, he admitted the same shit last time. And it's just going to be people sitting there holding their empty bags. And Shavez is going to have all the money again. Well,
just like before, Shavez refuses to reveal what Boomerang 2.0 actually is. Instead, he's hyping up a big presentation on Friday, stalling for time, claiming he has a better partner, implying a new way to lure in fresh victims, promising that it actually works this time, after admitting the last version didn't. Waas isn't fixing the problem, they're just stalling while looking for their next excuse.
So the fact is claiming he's got a better partner. So he never admitted Pavel was a partner for quite a long time. So he's got a new partner, a better partner. So does that mean he's not using Polygon, or is he going to use something that you can't see? Or are you going to do arbitrage trading on his own blockchain? Who knows? I mean, how stupid is that statement of what I just said? But everything goes here. Let's listen to these more red flags about the script that he just ran.
More red flags from the script. Waas keeps abandoning failed strategies. First, arbitrage was the answer, then sex trading. Now, Waas is pivoting to copy trading and signals, another overhyped and easily manipulated scam.
Can't wait to break this one down. And to be honest, we probably won't. I haven't got the time and energy. It's just, if you want to believe in Shavez, go away and believe in your savior, Jesus, Shavez. But don't come back to us like a lot of people do and ask us to get your money back once you've lost it. And good luck getting your 50 cents and your 60 cents back every day on your trade that you're allowed to do, because there'll be excuses. As soon as this is launched for 24 hours, it will all break. And then it will go into maintenance mode, and you've just been scammed out of a license that you thought was going to be your financial future.
Retail investors are always the losers. The document admits that. Copy trading works, until it doesn't. Retail traders always get in too late to profit from signals. Overcrowding kills profitability. The more people copy, the less profit remains.
Yep. So this gets better and better. Here we go.
Waas needs to keep the hype alive. Shavez's entire pitch is built around getting people to wait for the next big reveal. Join my next presentation, same time, same place, just with something that actually works. This time, we cracked the code. These are classic Ponzi stall tactics designed to keep investors locked in while withdrawals remain frozen.
Yeah, so my final thoughts, the blog's final thoughts.
Final warning, Waas is running out of time. Shavez can change the name as many times as he wants. Boomerang 2.0 is still a repackaged Ponzi scheme. Waas investors lost money on Boomerang 1.0. Waas investors lost money on BTC20. Waas investors will lose money on Boomerang 2.0. The script proves that the scam is deliberate. They knew the problems, admitted them internally, and are now spinning them into a marketing strategy to keep investors locked in.
Yeah, so if you're involved in Waas, this is your last chance to get out. You can't get out. It's like Hotel California. Boomerang isn't a new opportunity. It's just the latest excuse to cover up the collapse of the last one. Don't be the last one to be held in the bag. Now, all these here, you see all these names? These are actually all the names that were in the meeting today. And the reason we do that is because if you search for your name, you'll find that this blog actually comes up. And we've proved this in the past. So if you're in that meeting today, you'll see that's the case. Now, that's basically me. And I hope we have given you sort of some insights on what goes on with these scams and how they rinse and repeat and how they keep stringing you along and holding a carrot. I'm looking like a carrot today, my orange shirt. But that's basically it. Now, I'm going to finish this live here because I'm going to cut it off. And I just want to say I'm Danny de Hek, a.k.a. the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. And I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme and scam. So thanks for watching. However, I'm not leaving because what I want to do is I want to show you guys, I'm going to cut that off later on. I want to show you guys what I actually do with my content. So I've written quite a few blogs, and I think I've actually even updated the description of the YouTube video that you're watching right now in live time. This is Waas, which was it's had multiple warnings from government departments. They've rebranded it to Affiliate Marketing 3.3, and you can see that they've got their blockchain that I talked about, BTCC, you've got Liquid Pay, you've got Dodo, and you've got Capital 3, and now you've got Boomerang and something else that's coming soon that's never going to be here. That's me creating the thumbnail for today's whatever. This is the blog, and this is also the blog, and there we go. So once I create a blog, what I like to do is I give it a big massive footprint. So if you're in that Zoom meeting and you think it's a great idea, you search for your name and anything to do with scam, your name's going to come up. So what I normally do is I get these so I've got a Patreon account and I can come back to, what have I done? I think I've shut my own blog down. I have. Wonder if I can go one more back. Reopen, close tab. No, I shut myself down. That's clever. So I'm just going to publish this blog. I'm just going to show you. If you are a website developer and you're wondering how to get a big footprint on the internet like I have, meaning that when you search for stuff, it comes up. This is what I do. So I'm actually on Patreon, and you can basically get the title of your blog, post it there. This is Substack. This is LinkedIn, and this is Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. And I publish blogs every day. I come here, I've got my picture, load the pictures up. So I've repurposed the same blog multiple times, and that gets it out there. And now with this one, we're going to add a video, and that's why I needed that before. So I'm going to get the video, copy the link, go back to Patreon, video. It says I can embed it. Put the video there, and the video that you're watching right now will turn up on the screen. There she goes. And now I will go back to so now I need a video. I need a bit of an intro for that blog. There we go. And then boom. I like to do booms. So that's going to be LinkedIn. That's going to be Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. And now we're going to go back to where we started. And we go to Medium. Medium, they can allow you to have pictures. So I'll grab the image once again, upload that. This one here is Blogger, which is owned by YouTube, I think. It's quite good. This is what I spend the majority of my day doing. And you'll find in a week or two when you search for Boomerang version 2, my content will come up. And that's why Shavez doesn't like me, because I'm exposing what he's doing quite dramatically. And there we go. So now we need to get an image. Boom. Browse. that. And now we go back and we'll get the actual blog, the first part of the blog. Start writing. Where's that gone? I do love people, though, who think we do this for the YouTube dollars. It does make me laugh. Yes, we do monetize, and I don't see anything wrong. It's not illegal to get paid for some of your content. And yes, I would like to be a full-time YouTuber. So if you do want to support me in any which way or form, buy me a cup of coffee works really well for me. A cup of coffee here and there really keeps it going. But it's kind of like like if I make a full-time job out of busting and exposing scammers, I'm really proud of that. And if people want to support me along the way, I'm really proud of that. So I won't deny that's what my motive is. But if I wasn't doing this, how many lots of people would have see the video at Dunk, but lots of people would be losing what I believe is hundreds of thousands of dollars. I had a guy that just a couple of days ago him and his mates invested $325,000 into what he thinks is a real opportunity. What a privilege to be able to help somebody and guide them through the process. And he paid me a couple $100 for 20 minutes of my time just so I could sort of give him my 2 cents worth about the opportunity that he's just sunk $325,000 into. And it's really, truly a privilege to be able to share light on these scams and how these people work. Because people think, oh, I don't think it's a scam because, and I go, no, it's a scam because it's got this guy, that guy associated with it. And they've been scamming people for years. Do you think they've seriously changed these? Are they leopards that have changed their spots and all of a sudden they decided to do something legitimate? No, these guys, I can just tell by association that these people are bottom feeders, which is a bit of a pain. So you can see this is what I'm doing anyway. I just thought I'd do this because it's always quite interesting if you're a bit of a geeky person and you like to know what actually happens behind the scenes, so to speak. So I'm embedding a video. So each of these blogs, I go through the process of, putting a thumbnail, putting the video, and then at the end of it, hopefully this one here will allow me to put a video. Can I put a video on this one? Paste the URL. No, it doesn't look like you can. And it's Patreon. If I got Patreon open twice, that's not going to work. So we're going to shut one of those down. That might explain a lot. Right. So now I just need the bottom of the blog, which is here. And we're going to put all those people's names who are in that meeting. So when you go into a Zoom meeting, don't use your real name. It's not rocket science, but it might be surprise you that it's not a good idea. There's your name in there. And you won't be able to get that offline. And then I go continue. So for everyone, I don't charge for content. And we're going for Boomerang. Paste it. So I'll put Danny de Hek in there as well. We've had some content removed lately, not my content, but other people that have set up websites to defame me. We've actually managed to get the website's contents removed. So one of the examples of that was Danny de Hek.org. Somebody had set up a website to defame me and discredit me, and that website got taken off by GoDaddy after a lot of correspondence. Oh, that's really stuffed that up, isn't it? That's not going to work. Oh, there's a dog barking out there, Pixel. Can you hear that? I don't know if I'm going to spend the time tidying this all up. Oh, dog barking. Pixel. I might try anyway. Or maybe we just take them all out. Might be the way to do it. Do we have numbers? Oh, yeah, that's better. So sometimes you can't just cut and paste them in there because it goes a bit wobbly. But you get the idea. And then we're going to get rid of that number 1. And there we go. Looking good again. That's all good. I always like to check them. Oh, my goodness, it goes on. More red flags. Oh, we're doing the same problem. I need to get rid of that one. Very exciting, isn't it? Well, this is why you get paid the big bucks, you see, because I'm always doing tidy-ups on blogs. Wonder what happened to Rob. He must have got somebody knocking on his door just as he started coming in here. So that's another one. So then I'll go publish. So that's Medium. Once again, Bloom. Boomerang. Just about said Bloomberg there. Published now. So if you have any questions about this video or the authenticity of Shavez, instead of coming into my chat room and accusing me of doing this for dollars and not knowing what I'm talking about, prove us that Shavez was doing real arbitrage trading the first time, rather than sitting here boo-hooing us and saying that we don't know anything about what we're doing, because I think we've made it very clear that we know exactly what he's doing. He's just stealing money from people, which is just terrible. So there's another one done. Patreon, that's that one done. All that there's formatted pretty good. Some of them like the cut and paste better than others. So that's that. Go to publish that one. So eventually you can go. So now we're going to share this on Facebook, share it on Twitter. A box should pop up. Hopefully I'm already logged in. And in here I can put Boomerang. Let's see, Boomerang. We've got a Boomerang, literally Boomerang. There it is. So I've linked them in there. They'll be pissed off. And there's my post. Relaunched. Boomerang. Isn't that cool? And if you look at my, I think we should be live streaming now on Twitter. So there I am. So we get ourselves out there. So currently we're live streaming on X, LinkedIn, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. That's what we do. So that's why we get such a big footprint. So let's just say Shavez is disgusted with us and he tries to get YouTube to remove the video for whatever reason, not that he can. Then we still have our content on multiple platforms. And not only that, we've also created blogs, which are everywhere. So this one here is my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee account. And we've got 91 followers. We go to Ponzi Schemes and Scams, and we publish that now. So everyone that's on my list will literally now get an email in the inbox. And if you want to join us on Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, there's an easy way to do it. I'll just finish off this one, and I'll show you how to do it on Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. So let's go get an intro. Let's go next, and we put the intro in here, and we can go through and tidy that all up. So not many people know what the hell a boomerang is all about, but arbitrage trading. So now that's off and that's published. I can also publish that on X again if I want, which I don't know if it's going to do it. I might actually do it for the sheer hell of it. Boomerang. Boomerang. So you can't see that screen, but there is a screen over beyonder. Boomerang. Where has he gone? Boomerang. Boomerang. There it is. And post. And that's good. Right, get rid of that, close that window, and there we go. So how you can, if you want to support what I'm doing, you can. What you can do is you go to my website, so you can obviously see when you go to the homepage of the website, you can actually see me and what I do. I'm a satirist scam fighter, so I've got a bit of a sense of humor. There's my latest video on Bloomberg. And you can see on the homepage here, we've got our name and shame list. I lost my YouTube channel for 4 days, and there's all the things that people do trying to shut me down. How to report crypto crime and scams. So if you don't report these scams, you're never going to get any help. And you really do need, like we're currently talking with a large media agency, and they want people who have lost money to scams wallet addresses. They want to follow that wallet address back to the scam and prove the scam was happening. So if you don't report it, they can't ask you for that wallet, and no one gets it. So in the last 3 days, I've published 3 blogs. Obviously, the Ponzi relaunch is what we've just done now. And then we've got these other guys, which probably aren't that bad of fellas. They're not doing anything illegal, but they registered a company called Scam Smart Limited. And the FCA in the UK have got a campaign called Be a Smart Scam Investor. So these guys are claiming that they can get your money back. But what they're doing is they're just going to the ombudsman of the bank and saying you should have done more warnings, and the bank has to give you your money back because they didn't do enough warnings if you use your bank. I don't like that sort of stuff. I don't like people taking advantage of people. They charge up to 30% to recover your money. They do it all for you, but you can do it all for yourself. And I just don't think that's right. So I published a blog about that. I had a few people say, oh, they're not doing anything illegal, and I go, well, I just don't like it. And I don't like the way they hype it all up into something spectacular they're doing, but they're just doing something that you don't know about. So I reveal what they're doing. You can use their services if you want, but I think it's unusual that their company. So one of the company directors was involved in another company that hasn't finished paying their taxes, and they're about to get struck off. So, you got to do your research on who's behind these companies, and they're not lawyers as far as I'm aware, because I had quite a lot of correspondence with these people. So this is what the sort of content that I post on my website. So down here, you can actually read the correspondence I've had with these people, and you even can reach out to them on their phone numbers. You just click on that and you'll be able to talk to them on WhatsApp and listen to the correspondence that they've got here, because I've asked them some pretty dirty questions and they've given me some sort of lame answers, but all the correspondence is in the blog, and that's kind of what we're doing. Anyway, so if you go to my website, down the bottom, there's a little wee icon, and it brings up people who have bought me coffees. But if you are a business person or you're a website developer and you're thinking that Buy Me a Coffee might not work for you, well, this works for me. And when you come into the extras, one of the things I'm doing at the moment is I've got an express chat where you can basically hire me for 20 minutes and I will talk to you one-on-one and we'll talk about whatever problem you've got. The other one you can do is you can sponsor a review on a website. Now, I'm not going to give you a 5-star review on what I believe could be a scam, but I am going to highlight all the red flags. And yes, I'm going to charge you $200 to do so. But it also means that I can somehow monetize what I'm doing. I get more money from buying me a cup of coffee than I do my YouTube channel. And I like to be transparent because people think I lie. I go, okay. So this is my YouTube back end of my YouTube channel. And you can see, how many views I've had in the last 28 days, I think it is. And then watch hours, 1.5. How many new subscribers I've had this month. And here is my estimated revenue for the next 30 days. Now, I've been doing this for 3 years. I do it for 70 to 80 hours a week. And so far to date, I've made $12,000 in total from my YouTube channel. And because I filled out the forms wrong, 30% of that money was actually kept back by America because I didn't acknowledge that we have a treaty between New Zealand and America for tax. So they were keeping 30% of that money back. So technically speaking, I've received $9,000 from my YouTube channel since I've been going, and I've got 1,900 videos. So if you went, let's make it $13,000 and divided by 1,900 videos equals, on average, I get, I don't even know how much that is. Is that $6 a video? 1,900, yeah, $6 a video. One video has made me $400 once. So it's all luck. My most sought after video is this video here that has had over 200 views. It has made me $1.27 and that's my biggest video, and it's a mate of mine called Peter showing people how to fillet a brown trout.
Peter Ballards is giving us some tips on how to go about food.
That video is if you want to know how to fillet a brown trout, has made me $1.27. So when people come back and they use this thing that you're making money out of YouTube, but when it comes to buying me a cup of coffee, people can actually come and get me to sponsor a video and do a review on it. And what we're doing is basically just going through their website, finding any information that I may have, find who's behind it all, and then they can sponsor me for a couple $100. So that's just something I've just started doing. Don't know how long I'll keep doing it. And the other services I do provide is you can have a virtual session with me, just one-on-one time with Danny for an hour, and we can discuss anything you like. And all these are just things that I have done in the past, or you might want to do a video with me, and I'll set it up. We'll interview you. You can tell us your story if you're interesting, but I don't know. I'm just trying different things out there that can make money. So people might look at this and go, oh, I see what he's doing. Which is quite a hard case. And the other one I did hear somebody go on in the Bloomberg comments, they were raving on about how I do drop shipping. Well, that's what I do for a living. So if you want to know more about my drop shipping, then you can go to my playlist and you can actually see somewhere in here, unlock. Yeah, so playlist on drop, whoops, that's not working. Hello. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto. I say that every time. I'm going to come up with a new line. I just want to open up a couple. So what I do is I have drop shipping websites that I set up drop shipping websites, and then I teach people how to market them to a certain degree and how to add products, source products, and the like. And also I help people do their personal branding because that's what I'm really good at. So a typical shop that we're doing is, what do we call that one? Stalkers, I think it is. Stalkers. It's a funny name, isn't it? Stalkers.co.nz. And this is like a shop which is all ready to rock and roll. All the images, the whole website design, the products that were preloaded are all done by us. All the all the categories, all the SEO. So if you went to here and had a look at all this, you can see that every category's got nice images, and and then the products are listed in here, are purchasable, and it's all ready to go. So we've set this whole shop up for someone who just needs to load products. We'll give them the supplier, and they are drop shipped from China to the person's door. And we only sell these products that you see on this particular website to New Zealanders. We don't go global. There's nothing stopping people from going global, but we can also set these up in other countries for other people who might be thinking about getting into drop shipping. And that's seriously how I survive. So we'll even put how-to videos on when you grab a website from us. We put how-to videos on here, how to create your own content and how to create blogs. So it's sort of a collection of what we do, but people sort of go, oh, I see what he's doing. Everything's got a hidden agenda, and Danny's trying to do this. And it's like, yeah, well, I've got to make a living somehow, guys. But since my YouTube career, I've been struggling like everyone else. And just the other day, I actually got myself debt-free. And that's through all what I'm doing. So now I've had huge debt for a long time, and I've been coming up because I lost my business to COVID, and that was generating 60-70% of my income. And now I've been trying to become a full-time YouTuber and juggle doing the drop shipping stuff. And now I've got myself to a position where I've sort of got a clean slate to start over. But my passion is being a YouTuber and exposing scammers, and that doesn't really make the monies. But I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I've always been looking for ways to generate incomes online. I am a strong believer of passive incomes where you do a little work, because I want to spend 70, 80 hours a week doing these YouTube videos, producing this content, and having a name out there where people reach out to me when they see things going on. So if you do want to support me, I really appreciate it. You can do that via my website. The other thing is we want to help people. So we don't always charge. We have a form on our website where you can complete your name and your details. There's more information you give us about you, so we know who we're talking to. Is nice. But then we've got this thing where you can put the name of the scam, how much money you invested, who your sponsor was, the date you invested, how much money you put in, anything, attachments, and you send that through to us. Now we've got a fantastic team of Avengers, and we'll literally go after these guys. So something I don't normally show people, but a lot of people think this is public, and it's not. This is my database, and we literally have a database. It's on a program called Melanote, and they actually provide me the program at no charge, but not because I'm a YouTuber, just because I used to have a business networking company, and they gave me a brilliant license where I can basically load up large amounts of data. So in here we have like Ponzi schemes and scams. So currently we're investigating over 115 Ponzi schemes and scams last time I added them all. And we'll go into different schemes. We'll collect information on them. So there was a new one the other day there, Homify. I've done a video about them. So we put all their social media in here, and we basically start figuring out who's marketing these new scams. And then we will, link them all together. So there was a scam the other day, which really got my interest because I found a whole lot of Australians promoting it. And it's called Arbitrage. And when I go into the marketers, you can see they're all Australians. So now we've built a profile up of all the Australians that are marketing this scam. Joseph Height, well, he's just been given a 104-page cease and desist order from the state of Texas. The state of Texas actually emailed it to us personally. It was nice. But you can see how there's a 1 next to the name. That's because other people have access to this database. And in here somewhere, somebody's updated something. And we've got a team of Avengers that keep this information updated. So the best thing about my database is the fact that I can give sections of it to different people. So if I go into persons of interest here, there's actually over 400 people in here. And every single one of them is, recorded. So let's look at Shavez. So the Khan, it was Sam Lee's tech guy. Alan Joel has had his passport removed from him because he's a flight risk, and he was heavily involved in Hyperverse and Ryan Jew. So all these people we have kept tabs on. But if you go into Shavez, we've got a database on him, but most of it's in my head, to be honest. But you can go to images, and then we can see the people that were visiting him when they were in Dubai, and we're trying to find Shavez as a young guy and trying to find out who he is. So we just get some information sometimes, but here you can see all these scammers, these leaders who are chanting you in to be part of these scams, and then we find all these photos and we keep them just in case. So that's Pavel there, and he's meant to be the creator of Boomerang. Look at the way he carries himself. He just looks like a gumpy. And then you got trash shit. So this is the launch that they did last time. And sometimes I look at these photos and I go, oh, I've met her online. I know who they are now. And there's the car that was all wrapped up, and you're just scammer 101. This guy here was promoting Trade Technologies, and then and this is, I didn't even remember I had this photo, but this is Joseph Tran. Now, Joseph Tran is from Sweden, and when he was flipping through his phone a wee while ago, we could see that he was unemployed, and he had an appointment that he had to keep once a week to keep his unemployment benefit coming in. And here they are claiming that Trade Technologies was an $11 million scam that lasted 8 months, and they just stole all the money and disappeared. As soon as that happened, this guy decided it would be a good idea just to start promoting another Ponzi scheme called Bitfoot, not Bigfoot, Bitfoot. And they just rinse and repeat. And, you just can't make this shit up. But these guys are all in bed together. So what we're finding is, as these scams come out and we get more photos and things like this, we can track these all back to, Shavez or Trades Technologies. Who knows? Trades Technologies could have just been another scam they wound up on the day. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I just wanted to, basically give you a heads up about, what we do and why we do it. I was hoping Rob was going to be on the stage, but he's got busy. But that was Boomerang launch, I thought, of 2.0. You thought that it would have been a good idea to show you what it looks like. We're even given a bit of a demo on the screen rather than using a PowerPoint presentation or a Word document to show you all the reasons why they failed last time. And also, while he was doing that, he was exposing all the reasons why they lied to you last time, because they didn't tell you any of this stuff. And they obviously have just admitted that they knew exactly what was going on from day get-go. So it's just absolutely awesome. Hey, look, if you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, I'd be more than grateful. I normally have a little bit of a thingy that pops up about now. That's what you need to do. Hit that bell, and you'll be notified when I go live. And the other thing I always say to people, it's a bit funny, we have a lovely lady who cleans windows of screens. And her name is Sadie, the cleaning lady. And she will clean your screen for you if you subscribe. And she normally hides under my desk and comes out and cleans your screen whenever you need it. So it's quite cool. Thanks for being here. I'm Danny de Hek, a.k.a. the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or scam. And that is Shavez Anwar today. Have a good day and stay safe out there and stop giving away your USDT. And thank you everyone in the comments in the chat room. See you in the next video.